What's going on, YouTube? It's your boy Spider Kel, back one more again with another poor man's review. Godzilla. We're going to talk about Godzilla. Disclaimer. Before you watch this video, let me just tell you right now. Watch the movie, get your own opinion. Don't even pay attention to what I'm about to say. All right, don't pay any attention to what I'm about to say, because after watching this movie, I can understand some of the problems I've been hearing. Other people been, harping about this movie, and I have seen those problems, but I still like the movie. I don't know much about Godzilla's lore, but I grew up kind of watching Godzilla. I knew about Godzilla. I would see, little things here and there. Godzilla met Ultraman, which I hope they do one day. Son of Godzilla, the little Godzilla thing, like a lot of different Mecha Godzilla, Godzilla versus King Ghidorah, even Godzilla versus King Kong in the old school version. But I never really consistently, I don't know anything really about the lore of Godzilla. So if anyone disliked the movie because of a change or many changes, because it's not the way the original version was originally, I completely understand. You talking to, make comics great again, and Godzilla I believe was an original Japanese comic or manga, and then they turn into movies or whatever. Anyway, I digress. Godzilla, I thought it was a great movie. The actress, I believe her name was, her real name is Vera. Is her name Vera? Vera something. I don't remember. But she played Norma Bates in the Bates Motel series. Her role is Emma Madison. In the movie, she's like this great scientist. The movie, in my opinion, it starts off at 100. Like there's no like when the movie starts, there's no like you have to pay close attention to see what happens, and the movie slowly progress into what the fuck mode. Like it starts off in what the fuck, Emma Madison, the female scientist, she's with her family. One of her children died during the events of, the last Godzilla film, when Godzilla fought that other monster. And there's this beautiful shot where Godzilla's walking through the destruction of the city after the fight, where he's like walking through this building, and Emma's like watching him, and they cut to present time, because I guess that was like a flashback. And she created this device. I believe it's called the Okra. I'm gonna watch the movie again. Because I really enjoyed the movie. It was this device, I believe it was called the Okra. Okra, something like that. And it's really like a device to kind of communicate with the Titans. They call all the monsters Titans, to communicate with the Titans. Kind of to communicate with them. They able to control them. It wasn't so much communicating in a way. It's more like keeping them docile, and they're able to control them. Like they can. It was like some kind of radio frequencies, and they're able to alter the radio waves to make it docile, violent. Like more loving. Nurturing. So she created this device. The company that she works for, their job is to find all the Titans all over the world, and come to find out that the planet is riddled with Titans that's just lying dormant. And the organization she works for has one, Mothra. And Mothra hatched into, I guess you call it the larva form, the caterpillar, whatever. And this other organization infiltrated the organization that's I guess secretly ran by the government or something. Infiltrated this the place that she was at, killed a lot of her co-workers, released Mothra. Mothra escaped to a water fountain, and cocoon herself to, like, finally turn into Mothra later on. Um, Emma, her deal was she wanted to find all the Titans and release them one by one, because she said, in her opinion, that she got like this stupid Thanos type vibe. Like, that's one of my complaints about the movie. Like, the story was okay, but parts of the story was like really cheesy and stupid, like Emma, the female scientist, Emma Madison, she was really like a double agent, kind of. And she was working for this organization that infiltrated her legal organization. And it turned out like she was working alongside with them, and her plan was to slowly, one by one, release all the Titans, because the Titans is the planet Earth's defense mechanism when when it appears that the Earth is on its way to destruction, like, and its defense mechanism is against us, human beings. Humans are the disease with war and pollution, like we're just destroying the planet. And in order to get the world back in its original state, planet Earth released these Titans, so the Titans can lay waste to all of us, like tone down the population, and our current means of, how you say, life. Yeah, so she wanted to hurry that along. So she went to like these different areas, like, releasing the Titans with that machine that she has. The first Titan she decides to release is King Ghidorah. I don't know why, like, but she does. You see Godzilla a lot in this movie. Almost as soon as King Ghidorah is released, Godzilla just shows up. There's something about King Ghidorah and Godzilla where they're able to sense each other no matter where they are in the world, and like almost instantly, like, they'll show up. It seems like they all have that ability. Like, each monster is able to sense another monster and can choose to show up at that location if they choose to. Rodan, we had a nice fight with Rodan and King Ghidorah, which was cool. King Ghidorah put that whoop ass on Rodan, and Rodan became like a follower. Godzilla the movie, to me, in my opinion, is like, Godzilla the movie and the fight between King Ghidorah and Godzilla, in my opinion, was portrayed the same way the fight between Superman and Batman was portrayed in the movie Superman v Batman. Like, they fought or had like a running, like a total of 3 times, right? Like, the first time was when Batman ran into Superman with the Batmobile and bounced off of him, and Superman threatened him. What was the second? Well, people say like the second time was when they met each other as Clark Kent and Bruce Wayne, but yeah. And the third time was like the actual fight itself. Like a Godzilla, it was like 3. Did they have 2 run-ins or 3 run-ins? I gotta watch it again. I definitely remember like towards the beginning, like 15% of the movie, beginning of the movie, they fight, and Godzilla kind of got that ass whooped, a little bit, yeah. And when Godzilla came back, King Ghidorah, he bounced like a bitch. He ran off. Second fight, Godzilla whooped that ass. He whooped that ass. King Ghidorah was gonna be done. He whooped that ass. He was like, bro, you probably got me caught by surprise first time. We're gonna see about these hands this time. And he whooped that ass. But human beings being human beings, we make things worse. And the government released this oxygen bomb or something that's supposed to absorb all the oxygen. I forgot what was the radius, as far as like how far the bomb was gonna cover, but it was supposed to like absorb all the oxygen wherever it detonates, and it was supposed to just like kill King Ghidorah and Godzilla. Well, mainly King Ghidorah, but Godzilla was like in the middle of whooping that ass and biting his heads off and shit like that. And then the bomb was like set on him, and Godzilla died. But King Ghidorah, he lived, no problem. Mothra and the humans end up bringing Godzilla back by setting nukes on him. What else happened? Godzilla came back. They had another huge fight between King Ghidorah and Godzilla, which was amazing. I love the colors. Like, the colors in the movie, it was just really beautiful to watch. And to me, I never thought I'd say this, but I kind of wish I saw it in 3D, because watching it digitally, you kind of get that feeling like you're part of what's going on as a regular human being. Like, when you watch these monsters, like, it's so great. And the monsters, like, I'm seeing Titans monsters that I haven't even heard of before. There was one that he kind of looked, I thought was King Kong. He looked like King Kong a little bit, but he had like an elephant face, with these huge tusks. He had like a gorilla type body, but like he had like an elephant face. I forgot what you call the mammoth. Ain't that's what they used to be called? Like, these huge tusks or whatever. And some kind of spider. I think the spider was part of the original lore, but there was definitely some monsters I'd never seen before. I think like their original, design. I also love how they tease King Kong, fairly, a lot, kind of, in my opinion, in this movie. They kept teasing, they kept talking about Skull Island and the sightings in Skull Island. Even after the movie's over, stick around to look for post credits, because everybody do nowadays, and you'll start seeing like they'll show you the whole island of Skull Island, and people talking about the sightings of King Kong, and then they'll have like news clippings comparing if King Kong was to fight Godzilla, saying like, what is a king compared to a god, and then, like, I guess there's some researchers finds this cave where, I guess, years ago Godzilla must have fought King Kong or one of his ancestors in the past, because you have like a carving in this cave on the wall of Godzilla, and King Kong's like coming in, he's in the air, like coming in, for an attack. Same thing like in the movie, where you have carvings of like almost like revelations, of Godzilla facing King Ghidorah, in which you also find out King Ghidorah is not even an original Titan from planet Earth. He's an alien. I didn't know that. I don't know if that's like part of the original lore. I don't know. But that's cool. It was a good movie. I give this movie a 9 out of 10. Easy. I thought the movie was great. The little complaints I have are minor, like the reasons why, the Emma Madison wanted to do what she did. There was a part where the young lady, she plays 11 on Stranger Things. Like, she plays the daughter of Emma Watson, and the dad, he's a scientist too, and he's like on the opposite end of all this. Like, he's trying to fix things while the mother's trying to like fuck shit up, but she's trying to blame it all on Tyrion Lannister, which from Game of Thrones, which is also in the movie. He's the one that's leading this terrorist organization. Yeah, this terrorist group, which you find out later that Emma is also part of. Yeah, there was a part where the dad sees 11, Madison, and he's able to rescue her. He's like, come with me. And she's like looking at him. And then she turns to look at her mom, and she's like, nah. And she runs back with her mom, and they both haul ass. And the mom released this detonator that released King Ghidorah, because King Ghidorah was put on ice. Like, a lot of these beasts was in hibernation, and wherever they was sleep, you would have to do something to like really release them, like blow up the area that they sealed in, like King Ghidorah sealed in the ice. And there was another scene where it looked like a giant turtle was like a mountain was on top of the turtle, or maybe the turtle was the mountain. So it was crazy, man. The movie was awesome. Great movie. the things, at least for me, the reason why I tell people, like, go see the movie, get your own impressions. Don't listen to what I'm saying, as far as this movie is concerned, because one, I don't know about the lore, like that. Two, the little things that bother me wasn't that big. It was exactly what I said it was. It was little, but it might be big for other people. And three, I've been hearing people saying like it was too much human interactions. To me, I feel like it was just the right amount of human interactions and monster bashing, like just monster fights. I felt everything, in my opinion, was pretty much on the level, pretty much even, in my opinion. I'm definitely gonna go watch this movie again later on this evening, um, if I can. Uh, you guys let me know if you've seen the movie. Tell me how you felt about it. Leave a comment down below. If you feel like it, leave a like. I very much appreciate it. Or don't. I don't get paid for this. I do it because I enjoy it. I'll holler at y'all next time. Peace.